And just like that, we are live. Hey, everybody. I'm coming at you live from a pub in London. Yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning here in London, and I'm in a pub. How bad is that? No, I promise you. I just stopped off on the way to a little event that I'm hosting this afternoon. So welcome, everybody. I'm not drinking at this time of day. It's a pint of soda water and lime. Morning, and good afternoon. Who's there? Oh, it's Sandy Bargy. Everyone refers to you.
Yeah. Well, I was left, man.
You what?
Bella glass win up here.
No, it's not yet. I've still got a little bit of time yet. This is obviously Sandy representing Rajasthan and Clinton representing Punjab, our first game of the day. This is Fan Doosra. This is what we do. We talk about the IPL, the most exciting league in the world. Okay, I just realised I'm talking really loud and people in the pub are like looking around like, what? And sorry, I'm a bit desi. I'm a little bit desi, everybody. That's how we do, right? I'll just show you the rest of the pub. There you go. All right. Sorry, everyone. Right. We'll tone it down a little bit. Right. So we're celebrating the biggest league in the world. Of course, this is what it's all about. We want to talk about these two great games that are going down today. And before we get into the games, let me remind everybody that we are brought to you with Rario. Rario are our good friends. Rario is the place for cricket NFTs. Now, people don't understand NFTs. I don't fully understand NFTs in how they fit into the greater, bigger picture of it. But what I do know is that this is the hot new thing. This is a great new way of getting down with the future of cryptocurrency and crypto trading. You can now trade in digital moments in history. People might do that with artwork. They might do that with something from a musical album or something. And in our sense, with Rario, you can own, get your head around this, you can own a moment in cricketing history. A certain shot, maybe a catch, maybe a bowl. You could own that, and that little digital 4 or 5 seconds, that's your NFT. You own that, you can then trade that. This is a hot new thing. This is where it's all going. If you don't know anything about Rario and about NFTs, go to Rario.com. Let me show you what an NFT is. This is the kind of thing that you could own if you go to Rario.com today. Check this out.
Some magnificent tattoos, gives the ball an almighty thump. Not this time, not again Zahir Khan. Oh boy, he's a magician. You never lose it, class is permanent.
Oh, that cream keeps rising to the top. Oh, the Zach attack at 41 years young.
Brilliant. So that moment, you could own it. And what Rario are doing, by the way, if you go to Rario.com right now and sign up, it takes 60 seconds. They're giving NFTs away. So they're giving moments like that away. They're giving them away. Everyone can own one. Everyone can own one from a different player, from a different moment. Go do it right now. Right. Let's focus on the action. I know that's why we're all here. Sandy and Clinton. Punjab versus Rajasthan. Two teams that have found their form in losing. I mean, what's going on? Because you both started, well, actually, Rajasthan, let's start with you, San, started off so spectacularly. And I thought, wow, these guys are Rajasthan and GT, I thought they're the ones. GT have maintained it, although they've taken a couple of hits recently, but they're probably they're probably too close to the safety zone. Whereas, what does this mean for you today, Sandy?
Oh, personally, it's the biggest game of the season for me, you know, being Punjabi. But also my mom was born in Rajasthan. That's why I support Rajasthan. And obviously the blue pug matches the blue shirt today. So I'm looking.
Looks on point, bro. Looks on point today.
Today. And yeah, I'm just really excited with the game. One of the teams I really do fear is obviously Punjab, because it depends what team wakes up in the morning. If they wake up and they have the aloo parathe and saag and stuff in the morning, they can beat anyone. However, you know, sometimes they can have their yellow mustard in the evening, and you know that's going to be a problem for them. But we're running out of gas. We are running out of gas. Even my energies now. I'm stressed now. I'm really stressed because you know, things are going wrong. We're making one mistake and we're getting punished for that one mistake. You know, in the last game, we should have put Arka Nanda in. We should have brought M.Mahir in, and we would have got 170 and won the game. But we didn't do that. The game before that, we bowled Darren Mitchell when we didn't need to bowl him, and we lost the game. So there's a couple of mistakes that we have made. However, today is a massive game in regards to the table. more for Punjab than us because we still got 2 games that we can win and get to 16 points, and then we'll be through. However, I'm still confident that we'll win the game today. The thing today is somebody will win the toss. We both are the same thing. Punjab and Rajasthan have one thing in common. They've got a terrible history of winning the toss. But today, either Sandhu or Mahir will finally win the toss. So we'll see what happens in that.
All right. Okay. So we know how much it means to Rajasthan. What does it mean to you, Clinton? What does it mean to Punjab?
Well, actually, being a Punjab fan, they've not really given us many reasons to smile over the years. But if ever there was a team that could, go all the way, it is this team. And the current lot that we've got on their day can, destroy any opposition. We saw it in the last match. Gujarat being table toppers, Punjab literally destroyed them with 24 balls to spare. So Rajasthan is a team that is dependent on a couple of players, and if those 2 players don't perform, they slide down. Whereas Punjab were like that the last couple of seasons when KL Rahul used to not perform. Everyone used to fail along with him. But here we've seen in the 5 matches we've won, we've had different 5 man of the match award winners. So this is a new Punjab. This is a new team that believes in themselves. And hopefully today is the day we string 2 consecutive wins on the trot, something that we've not been able to do since 2021 last year. So fingers crossed.
Sandy, who are the 2 people that he's talking about? Who are the couple of players that you're relying on? Is it M.Mahir and Jahal? Who is it?
It's Jahal and Butler. But I say today's game is going to be very important because their best bowlers, Rabada and Ashdeep, against Butler. And if we lose Butler in the power play, then today it's going to be it's not going to be a good day for me at the end, because I think that's where the game will be won. Again, in the death overs, they've got Butler, they've got Ashdeep and Rabada who bowled well, but we have the spin attack. We have the spin attack, so we've definitely got to get Jahal against Livingston, because if Livingston is the main danger, if we get Livingston out, and then they don't have that acceleration, because Rajapaksa is a bit iffy and Johnny Bairstow has failed. So again, I think the batting wise, I think our batting is stronger, but their death bowling and their power play bowling might just have the edge on us.
Okay. Rabada was incredible in the last game, Clinton. Was it four wickets against Gujarat Titans? I mean, that's impressive stuff. But you're so used to talking about Punjab's batting. Here we are talking about their bowling now. What are they known for?
Oh, Punjab. Yeah, Rabada has done exceedingly well, along with Arshdeep and Rahul Chahar as well. And Sandeep Sharma has not been spoken about because, he generally goes wicketless, but he's delivered some really crucial overs in the power play. And, later the 11th, 12th over, he's bowling his 4th over. So Punjab's bowling has been less talked about, as you rightly pointed out, as compared to their batting. Everyone speaks about the Livingstons, the Bairstows, the Dhawans, but no one appreciates the bowlers that much. That's what I feel, at least. And I always believe that batsmen can win you matches, but bowlers can win you tournaments. So if your bowlers are not up to the mark, you're not going anywhere in the tournament. And Punjab have done decently well, even defending totals of they've nearly defended totals of 150, 170. So and when we played Rajasthan, even in the last couple of years, there have been single 1 or 2 performances that have taken the game away from us. We've done well for 38, 39 overs in the match and then lost the match in 1 over. Last year, you saw we could not chase 4 from 6 with 8 wickets in hand. I think that will top.
Joking.
Yes, that will top the list of the bottlings that could ever happen in the history of cricket. And then Tewatia in 2020 in Sharjah. So I call Rajasthan Punjab the El Clasico of the IPL. Not many agree with me, but Rajasthan Punjab matches have been really fun to watch, and hopefully today we steamroll Rajasthan and it's not much of a cliffhanger.
And Tommy, he's right. It's the Northern Clasico. It is probably the Clasico because 2 teams that are similar, in makeup. They're both from the north and they're both every game is really exciting. So for me, it splits between half Punjabi, half Rajasthani. I'm confused myself. But today, Rajasthan definitely need the victory. Punjab need it more than us. So we're going to have a great game, and I think the team that plays the power play the best will win this game. And I think Sandy, as he said, Sandy's going to be important. If Sandy goes for runs, then their power play strategy is finished, because Sandy bowling 3 overs at the front allows them to bowl Arshdeep and also Rabada at the end. If Sandeep goes for runs against Butler early on, then we could be 55, 60 for 1 wicket maybe in the power play. And that will basically mean that when we get over 170, any game we get against anyone, any team, if we get over 170 runs, we will win the game.
Wow. Okay. I noticed my KKR fan, Doctor, you laughed at the El Clasico. Are they the El Clasico? Are they overplaying their part?
They are very far from being called an El Clasico. But yeah, there are many other teams which also call themselves the El Clasico. Like the game between CSK and Mumbai is called one, but I disagree to that. I feel that an El Clasico should be a proper rivalry in which we see some in-match events happening, and I call KKR versus RCB an El Clasico because there have been a lot of on-field tussles, off-the-field battles. Those complete reversal of momentum which happens to one of the teams, like bowling out for 49. We bowled RCB out for 49, and other such events. Then today is the anniversary of that 6-over barrage which we created on RCB when Lynn and Narayan opened and scored 105 in 6 overs. So there are such wonderful moments. Then we also had some on-field tussles between Gambhir and Virat in the past. So I feel that would be a more appropriate El Clasico. But yeah, if you can term the northern aspects, then maybe it can be called one. But there is another team from the north, that is Delhi. They will have some words to say as well, which will deny.
Right.
But you have to remember, Doctor, we are the only team from the north have won the league. Punjab have 0 trophies. Delhi have 0 trophies, and RCB they have 0 trophies. But a million fans. I don't know how they get them fans, but that's another topic for another day.
No, that's the popularity of Mr. Kohli, I'm sure. Okay, brilliant stuff. Okay, this is what's going on. That's the first game. Who's going to be Punjab versus Rajasthan Royals, 2 teams that do need to win. Let's have a look at how they match up head to head over the years. They've played each other several times before, whether you call it an El Clasico or not. But there you go. Rajasthan just pipping the post, 13-10 and 3-2 in the last 5 meetings. So dominating there. Who are the favourites today, Clinton?
Going by current form, I would say Punjab because of the last game, and momentum is something that you feed on and you build on, especially in a format like T20. It's all about how you feel on that day, and if you're feeling confident, you're feeling positive, you can one or two players are enough, to take the game away. And I'm sure Liam Livingston will be waiting to get out there and start off from where he left in the last match. So,
all right. Sandy, do you agree? Do you agree with that, Sandy?
There's only going to be one Sandy that's going to be dancing and doing Pagra at the end of the day. It's not Sandeep Sharma, it's Sandy Singh. And I'll guarantee you that one. That's going to be happening. And Liam Livingston, the thing I fear, and this IPL has proved to us, that unwanted player, the player that you got rid of, coming back to haunt the father team. And I think that's going to, it's a big wicket. But we've got the antidote. Doctor likes antidotes. We've got Chahal. Yuzi Chahal versus Liam Livingston. I think there's only going to be one winner, and that's going to be Yuzi.
Okay. Your Rario player of the day, Sandy?
Oh, it's Prasidh Krishna. I tipped him 2 or 3 times. He's done brilliantly. And again, that difference between Prasidh and their bowler Arshdeep, I think, will be a big teller in this fight, because they'll bowl in the power play. And whoever bowls the best out of those 2, probably will be on the winning team.
Okay. And Clinton, your Rario player?
For me, it would be Arshdeep Singh. Looking forward to him bowling in the death, and he has a decent record against Rajasthan. I saw a stat. His last 2 games, he's picked up 8 wickets and at a decent economy as well. So for me, it would be Arshdeep Singh.
Okay, right stuff. Great. Well, hang tight. We're going to come to fighting talk in just a moment between you two. But let's look at our second game of the day. This is what's going to go down. It is LSG versus KKR. Let's start with Lucknow. Lucknow, what a great start to the season. You must be in a happy place. Lucknow, oh, you're on mute, Lucknow fan. There we go. Now we can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
First of all, I would like to, thanks everyone for, to invite me in the show.
Hey,
As a
Mahir,
Lucknow fan,
it's good to have you here, man. Where are you in the world? Are you in Lucknow? You're not in Lucknow, are you? I know where
I'm
you
in
are. Where are
Malaysia
you?
right now.
Malaysia in the house. Wicked. And what part? What's your connection to Lucknow?
Not that much, but mainly because of Gautam Gambhir, I'm supporting that team. Because
That's fair enough.
earlier I used to be a KKR fan. As I'm a Bengali, I'm a Bengali. But I don't see a lot of Bengali players playing for KKR right now. There are I guess none Bengali players playing in KKR. So that's the reason now I don't support KKR anymore. But
Yeah.
now I'm supporting Lucknow only because of Gautam Gambhir. And if you see KL Rahul's captaincy throughout the IPL, like he captained for Kings 11, and we haven't seen him, captaining that much well. But the reason, the success behind Lucknow's success, I feel it is because behind the if you see the behind the scene, Gautam Gambhir's effort also. Ayush Badoni, he's Gautam Gambhir's find, as well as if you see Mohsin Khan, he's also being backed by Gauti also. So there are a lot of you won't see on paper that much big star player playing for Lucknow, but Ayush Badoni, Avesh Khan has been performing so well for Delhi last 2-3 years, but Lucknow has bought him for a huge amount of money, and he has given that return of that money. So as a
Well,
Lucknow fan,
yeah, and we're all very excited about Badoni and watching him play. But what were you saying about KL? How do you feel your captain's done?
KL played. KL has done normally what he did for Punjab. Like the batting wise, he's still like same like he did for Punjab. But the captaincy wise, I have seen some changes, and I have seen like he has got some good suggestion from from behind the scene, and I have been seeing him going to the dugout and then strategize with the coaches and the mentors. That's the difference I see between the Punjab and Lucknow of KL.
So you're saying it's not actually KL that's finding his form. He scored 450 odd runs in this IPL already. You're saying that it's the management behind KL that are helping him out. Is he just a puppet? Is that what you're saying?
No, like batting wise, he has been always very well, but captaincy wise, we have all seen in the South Africa series what KL did actually for India, and everyone was so disappointed regarding his captaincy. But what
Right.
actual changes happen in this IPL? You got to see that thing also, like how much like the South Africa series happened just before the IPL, and now this year's IPL happened. So yeah, even in Punjab last two seasons, Punjab fans weren't happy for KL being the captain. They were calling him selfish, like he plays for his own and all those things. But this season, he knows what is his role and what he needs to expect from the other players also. He now knows, like Mohsin Khan, he can also deliver and win games for his team. Like he's not
Yeah.
depending on 1-2 players. Even if you see Chamira, who is from Sri Lanka, he has not been given a start tag like Trent Bolt or someone else, but he's been performing so well for Lucknow. And then if you see Krunal Pandya also, someone like Krunal Pandya, Deepak Huda batting at number 3 last game was tremendous. So
Yeah.
these are not that much star player on paper, but they have been playing as per team, and they've been getting the success throughout the tournament.
And that's surely what counts. And that's right. And that success means that you're like, I think it's 1 or 2 wins away now. That's it. And if you got one more win, I think you're pretty much secure in those playoffs. So this is a key time. But on the flip mode, KKR need to win all their games now. So we know Mahir is a sellout. He's sold out KKR. He's following Gautam Gambhir. He's gone to the other side. We have a traitor amongst us. How does that feel, Doctor, that you're looking down at this guy there who you saw leave your house in his fellow army uniform, and then he's ripped off the army uniform and he's fighting for the enemy?
Well, I'll be very happy to welcome him back into our side again. But here there are two Bengalis. I'm a Bengali too, but I'm still rooting for KKR. And he's a Bengali who has gone to the other side, a side which was led, I mean, who led KKR in the past. So it's a bit disappointing. I'll be happy if he's back. But as of now, because he's on the other side, then yeah, absolutely agree with his point that Lucknow is a nice blend between young talent and stars as well, and they are a very strong side to deal with. But when it comes to do or die games, I think KKR has the upper hand, and KL Rahul and his army, be it for Punjab or for Lucknow, will never leave that choking tag behind them. So I think today the stat padder in him, the choker in him will be out, and we'll be out there to beat them all.
Okay, so what makes you think right now KKR have it in them to turn their fate around? What is it in the gameplay that you see is potentially there or could be there?
Pretty much there. I mean, they are a team which strikes at the right time. They are not like very consistent in their approach, but they are the team which somehow makes moments for themselves at the right time. We were talking about El Clasico, and one of the teams which recently played really well was Real Madrid. You know, they capitalized at the right time, and KKR is pretty much a little similar to that. They know how to capitalize at the right time, and probably this is one, and I think they'll do well tonight.
Okay, who needs to step up? What needs to happen exactly, specifically in KKR's play today? Where are the elements that you think, right, it's game time for these people?
I think firstly we need stability. We know the top order is a bit shaky. We have tried too many opening pairs. I don't find sense in playing Finch anymore. I feel he is a bit of a burden to accommodate him. We are forced to play up Indrajit. So I think if we go for Billings, he'll give you the keeper and the opening. If required, he can be in the middle order as well. I think we need to back Venkatesh Iyer over Indrajit and make Venkatesh Iyer and Billings open for us. And with time, I'm sure the results will come in our favor.
Okay. And I believe Venkatesh Iyer, I think he is the Rario player for KKR. Let's have a look at his stats. Is it Venkatesh? I believe it is for Rario. Yes. No, Aaron Finch. Aaron Finch, of course. You look 153.2. That's his strike rate. But you're saying you wouldn't play him, Doc.
I find him very erratic. He wouldn't be in 9 IPL teams in his entire career. If anyone is an IPL star, then obviously he'll be having a fixed team, or you can have obviously 3 or 4 teams you can shuffle between. But 9 IPL teams is a big deal, and being the captain of Australia, you're so renowned all over the world, but you're a complete disgrace to the IPL. I think I'm using a
Complete
very
disgrace
harsh
to the
word,
IPL,
but
100%.
he is a complete disgrace to the IPL. Otherwise, you wouldn't be playing for your ninth franchise in 15 years, and that's exactly why I feel he's not the man we should be backing, and we should go for Billings. And even in terms of utility, Finch gives you only the batting, but Billings gives you keeping as well. He can accelerate whenever required. He's got good technique as well. So I would back Billings ahead of Finch. I think they'll make that change tonight.
Dr. Arka, I
Maybe.
came up with a solution yesterday. Is why don't they give put Cummings to open, and then they have an extra bowler as well.
But they have
Yeah, that's
Nabi as well, you know,
yeah.
number
They
one
do
all
have
rounder.
they do have
Cummings.
Nabi. But
And
obviously he doesn't open too often. But Nabi can give a lot of utility as well because we are benching Varun Chakravarti, so we would need another spinner who would support Narayan and maybe Anukul Rai. But yeah, Cummins could be also an option. KKR has a history of trying pinch hitters, trying tail enders turned into openers. So I think Cummins might not be a bad idea either.
Okay, I just started some drilling next to me as well. I don't know how loud that is. Okay, of all the time, sorry. Right, so of course there had to be drilling on a live. Let's get into your Rario player. Who's a Rario player for Lucknow? Let's have a look at their stats. Okay, it's Quinton. Okay, what do we think about Quinton here?
Definitely, he's that kind of player who can single-handedly win a game for you. But the thing is that Quinton de Kock this season have, I guess, 1 or 2 games he has able to won us single-handedly. But we expect more from him, and I expect him to click in the knockout stage rather than the league one. Because in knockout stages you need those 1 or 2 crucial partner crucial knocks which will help you to get better of the other side. We see a lot of like suppose a player will be performing so well throughout the tournament, but at the knockout stage, a player will be, might not perform. So expecting De Kock to perform at the bigger stages rather than scoring at the group stage.
Okay, let's see what happens with him then as well. Okay, right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to fighting talk. Forget Quinton. Clinton is back, which is good. Not Clinton de Kock. I won't call you Clinton de Kock. I don't think we need to call him that. But we're going to get to fighting talk in just a second. But just to remind you all, if you go to Rario.com, we are giving away free NFTs, free cricket NFTs. It is so simple. We'll do fighting talk in just a moment. But just have a look at this. This is all it takes to sign up to Rario. You do this, you get free NFTs. Do this today. I did it. Look how straightforward it is.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
Simple as that. Straightforward. Go to Rario.com. You get free NFTs right now. Okay, fighting talk time. Clinton is Punjab versus Rajasthan going first. Clinton, I'm going to get you to go out first because I know the Punjab's going to start off this fight. So let's see what you're fighting for, Clinton. Your 30 seconds to put some element of fear into this Sandy Paji that we know is pretty robust. But let's see what you got, Clinton, right? Your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, Punjab Rajasthan have always been close matches, but it has always been Punjab who has dominated key moments of the game and lost in just one over. Today is going to be nothing different. Rajasthan is a team which depends on a couple of players, but Punjab is a team that depends on everyone. Everyone contributes and we win together. Whereas for Rajasthan, whenever Butler has gone out cheaply, they found themselves in the losing position. And yeah, it's very important to peak at the right time. Rajasthan had peaked initially, but now they've dropped and they should brace themselves for their third loss in a row.
Oh, that's it. Palacios, get ready to lose again. Is what he's saying. You're relying on two players, so Sandy's what he's saying. They've got an entire team. Sandy, your 30 seconds. Take the mic. Your 30 seconds starts now.
As I said before, there's only going to be one Sandy happy, and it's going to be Sandy Singh, not Sandy Sharma, right? Sandy Sharma, khatam. You're going to get smoked and choked in the first 5 overs. The first 3 overs will go for 30, 40 runs, and the game will be over. That's all we need to do today is basically make sure that we get a good target on the total if we bat first. And if any target over 170, the game's over, we will win the game. Get Livingston out. That's the only one I really fear. This old player coming to haunt the father figure. That's not going to happen today. I'm super confident. And I can't lose this game. I can't lose. If Punjab win, I'll feel happy for them. I'll have saag, paneer after the game. And if Rajasthan win, I'll be doing pangra, eating laddu again. So if you want me to eat laddu, support Rajasthan roast, say hala bol.
Okay, lovely stuff. Look at that. It all comes back to the food and what celebratory food he's going to have. I know you're kind of split today. You're kind of torn. This battle of the North between these two sides. Let's see what goes down in just a little while. Okay, battle's on for these two. Now, okay, Mahir, this is your first ever fighting talk. This is where you give 30 seconds of intimidation talk to the other side. But I'm going to let the doctor go first, Mahir, so you can store it up. Right, I want to see if he can roll you up, just poke the Mahir monster and see what he's got to say. Doc, your 30 seconds. Tell us why KKR are going to dominate today. Starts now.
Well, a lot of friends are turning foes right now, be it Gautam Gambhir, who was an ex-KKR man, or Mr. Mahir, who is an ex-KKR fan. But I think that all those friends who have turned foes would not have much to cheer for, because the Nawabi of Lucknow is going to end tonight, because Shreyas Iyer hai tayyar, KKR hai tayyar, और राहुल के टीम बहुत माहिर है अपने आप को चोक करवाने और स्टैट पैड करवाने के लिए, और आज भी वो लोग वही करने वाले हैं हमारे खिलाफ. कोरबो लोड़बो जीतबो.
Hey, Mahir here, and look, Mahir is here. There you go. So it's over to you, Mahir, to tell us why Lucknow are now the favourites, even though somewhere deep in your heart there's still a flame for Kolkata. I know you've moved on. She's your ex. Now you've got a new love in your life. and it's Lucknow. Can you tell us why your new wife is the one? Your 30 seconds starts now.
Definitely, in my heart there will be a special place for Kolkata, the city, not the franchise. And I would like to see Kolkata qualifying as the fourth team, because the the eliminator will be happening at Eden Gardens. So without KKR at Eden, it won't be that much fun. If we don't see Eden Gardens, without KKR, then it will be definitely empty. And that day we were seeing Dada also. He was disappointed regarding KKR's performance. So on that basis, if KKR wins also, I won't mind that way, because like now we have won games. So that's I'm not in pressure at all. If we win, it's okay. We are almost sure to qualify. If we don't, then also not a problem, because KKR definitely has a special connection for me. But I think on paper, and if you see in momentum wise also, I think Lucknow is favorite, and I wish our captain to score runs as usual, and I'm expecting from Deepak Huda the same consistency he is doing for the team, and also Mohsin Khan, his all-round performance, I will be looking after him. So I think on paper Lucknow is favorite, but if Kolkata wins, then also I don't have any problem.
Right, very matter of fact about that. Look, guys, we're already qualified. Give the win to Lucknow. Very gracious. That was a ballsy fighting talk as well. Quite matter of fact about it. I like it, Mahir. Mahir, thank you very much. Doctor, thank you very much. Sandy, thank you very much. Remember, go to Rario.com and get yourself signed up to Rario. It takes 60 seconds to get a free NFT today. And thank you for watching Fan Doosra. It's 2 games today. Enjoy the battle.
Come on!
IPL action. This is what we do here at Fan Doosra. We'll catch you next time. See you, everyone.
See you.